Severe storms are moving through part of Oklahoma, bringing a flash flooding and tornado risk to the state on Saturday. The National Weather Service has issued a flash flood warning for north-central Cleveland County until 2 p.m. 1 to 2 inches of rain have already fallen in the area, with an additional 1 to 3 inches expected with storms that move through the area. Areas that could be impacted include southern Oklahoma City, southwestern Norman, Moore, and Noble. NWS officials said the storms could create life-threatening flash flooding of creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses. The National Weather Service reports a flash flood warning remains in effect until 1 p.m. Saturday for Cleveland County, East Central Grady County, McLean County, and northwestern Garvin County. As of 10:48 a.m., there are flooded roads from Noble to Moore with up to 2 inches of rain having already fallen and an additional 1 to 2 inches of rain possible over the next hour. Areas that could be impacted by flooding include southeastern Oklahoma City, Norman, Moore, Newcastle, Blanchard, Purcell, Noble, Tuttle, Slaughterville, Lindsay, Lexington, Goldsby, Maysville, Dibble, Wayne, Washington, Powley, Cole, Etowah, and Rosedale. More police are closing down streets prone to flooding Saturday morning as storms roll through the state. Storm chaser Amanda Benton found flooding under a bridge at Northwest 19th Street in Moore. Open the video player below for her report. Oklahoma City Festival of the Arts officials told local media that they have delayed today's start time to 1 p.m. Flash flood warning was issued for Canadian, Cleveland, Lincoln, Logan, and Oklahoma counties until 1:30 p.m. Flash flood warning has been issued for Cleveland, Garvin, Grady, and McLean counties until 1 p.m. Flash flood warnings also are in effect for Comanche, Cotton, Grady, Greer, and Jackson counties. Damon says a flash flood warning is likely coming soon for Oklahoma County. The Oklahoma Department of Transportation said eastbound and westbound I-44 is closed just north of State Highway 49 in Comanche County near Medicine Park and U.S. Highway 62 in Lawton because of flooding. Motorists are urged to avoid the area and find an alternate route. Chief Meteorologist Damon Lane says there's an increasing flood threat coming into the OKC metro, including Moore, Norman, and west of Slaughterville. He says heavy rain is lifting up into the metro, and there are bands of heavy rain that extend all the way down south of the Red River. For the next couple of hours, Damon says the biggest risk for OKC and south will primarily be flooding. That risk will increase east of I-35 afternoon. We have already seen flooding in Lawton, as there has already been about 5 inches of rain in southwestern Oklahoma. Oklahoma Department of Emergency Management officials said heavy rain is causing flash flooding on roadways in southwestern Oklahoma. They urge people to not drive through flooded roads, as floodwaters can be deeper than you expect. Only 6 inches of water is enough to cause you to lose control of your vehicle. Meteorologist Joseph Neubauer says a lot of the storms are moving through southwestern Oklahoma near Lawton, Walters, and Frederick. Storms are also heading into Chickasha and Pauls Valley in southern Oklahoma and Hinton, Watauga, and Fairview in west central Oklahoma. Those storms will roll into central Oklahoma and the OKC metro from 10 to 11 a.m. and linger through the lunchtime and early afternoon. They'll bring a wall of water into the metro as well as a low-end severe risk that produces lightning. Joseph says there may be a lull in the OKC metro around 5 p.m., but the area will see ongoing rain as the storms continue in southern and eastern Oklahoma. The tornado index is 4 out of 10 in southeastern Oklahoma in areas like Ardmore, Ada, Durant, and McAllister. Surrounding areas have a tornado index of 2. The lower tornado risk includes Altus, Hobart, Lawton, the OKC metro, Stillwater, and Tulsa. The flooding risk is a concern because of all of the rain we'll see Saturday. The storms also have already produced some small hail. A Level 2 slight risk has been issued for southern and eastern Oklahoma near Lawton, Ardmore, Durant, Ada, McAllister, and Seminole. There's also a Level 1 marginal risk from Altus to Hobart, Oklahoma City, and Tulsa. West Baton Rouge Parish saw major flooding on Thursday morning, leaving roadways and homes in parts of Addis, Plaquemine, and Brusly with high standing water. A flash flood warning was in effect through noon for Plaquemine, Addis, Brusly, Baton Rouge, Gardere, and Merrydale, according to the National Weather Service office in New Orleans.
That guy's got his
Photos and videos shared to social media showed flooded roads and backyards across the area. Please slow down and drive with caution, the department said. The West Baton Rouge Parish government said shortly before 11 a.m. that the parish president and administration continue to monitor the potential heavy rain in our area. Sand and bags are available at the following locations, the parish said. Residents should bring their own shovels. Flash flooding in West Baton Rouge filled multiple homes in Addis. The water is gone, but what is left will take much longer to fix. Justin Bush was one of many people who watched their home fill with water, and he's already had to throw out a bunch of stuff. We watched as it started climbing the sofa. There's nothing else you can do, but look at the water flow in, said Bush. Bush says he sat hopelessly on his steps hoping the water didn't get too high. Now that the water is gone, they're already seeing issues that will need to be fixed. Electricians came out this morning. They pulled the stove out and realized the outlet behind the stove had gotten water in it. They had to go to every apartment and unplugged every stove and dishwasher, added Bush. The storm flooded parts of Brusly and Port Allen and did a number on many homes in Addis. Reports from 7 to 9 inches, and we were pretty much in the bullseye, said David Toops, the mayor of Addis. Toops says the drainage systems did everything they could, but nothing can keep up with that type of flash flooding. I can show you pictures from 9:15 of the water looking like a big lake, and then at 3:15 that afternoon the water is gone, so the drainage works. It's just no drainage can handle that much water in that short period of time, explained Toops. The water did not stay long, but Bush and his neighbors are left just trying to save whatever is left. Trying to figure out what's the next step where you go next. Nobody's here to tell you anything, said Bush. West Baton Rouge Parish President Jason Manola says they are looking into ways to help. They reached out to Red Cross and plan to work with the Governor's Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness, GOSEP, to search for additional help.